Hello everyone, welcome to another great adventure over here on RJB Wildlife. On this adventure, we are here at the San Diego Zoo Safari Park where I'm going to be updating you guys on the construction progress of Elephant Valley. So if you're ready for another great adventure, let's go. Things are starting to get really exciting with the progress of Elephant Valley as they have just closed off the eastern yard's off-habitat area, which means the western yard has now officially become the main hub for all the care for the elephants is at the moment. This is a huge step in the progress of this project as it means that this whole back area is now being worked on, and we're kind of getting to the point where we were about a year and a half ago with the western yard, where it was kind of the middle portion was accessible to the elephants and the two edge points were not, except that has fully transitioned to the opposite yard on the east side. So getting close there. The part that they're working on in the eastern yard is looking phenomenal, as it appears they have built this staircase sort of terrace that goes from one of the tiered altitude points down to another one that gets right into the pool. Also, along with that, the planters are starting to get the concrete edging and rock work surrounding it. So you're starting to get a good picture of what that's going to look like as far as the habitats and the scenery that's going to be in there, similar to what's in the western yard currently. So the crews are actively working behind me. You can actually see how this is starting to shape up. They are absolutely leveling this habitat at the moment, as this was the more hilly of the two, and they're creating this tiered type layout, which is awesome. So what it's going to look like is you're going to have elevations where you're going to have foliage and plants, and then another level where the elephants can walk up, and then they can also traverse down to a lower area. Very dynamic exhibitry going on here at the safari park as we create a world-class experience for elephants. So we are now walking down the path that connects the herb garden and the eastern yard area that used to be the viewing area to the Roar and Snore restrooms, and this just opened about a week ago. Really cool stuff going on here as the paving is starting to get finished in this area. Now, one observation I have as far as the paving is concerned, it looks like it's going to be more of a zigzag path, similar to what you see in Walkabout Australia, and also similar to what you see down in the lower Africa area, specifically in like African Outpost or African Woods. This is going to be a gradual downhill slope all the way from Safari Base Camp, which is up at the front of the park, and then takes you down to Lion Camp from there. But a lot of interactive things are going to be going on here. In fact, they're starting to clear out the empty space that was a staging area, and from everything I understand as far as that's concerned, we're looking at potential play areas and educational elements within that space. So nothing major as far as exhibitry is concerned, as the elephants are going to be the only thing housed here. One thing I do want to note on the paths, specifically as it pertains to that center pathway, they have almost finished paving it. They are about to connect those 2 points. So next month, I'm expecting, we're going to have Safari Base Camp connected all the way down here to Africa, and then the only thing that remains after that is finishing up the eastern yard, but also connecting the new interactive play area stuff and the restaurant to the rest of the experience. So we just finished going down to view the elephants in the viewing experience, and one of the coolest parts of that was seeing that they have taken down the fencing that was surrounding the entire construction area on the service road, so you get a pretty good unobstructed view of the entire project from the viewing area. This gives you a pretty good idea of what the layout's going to be by the restaurant, as that path and overall viewing area has been paved, and you get a really awesome view of the pool. So we are now over here for the building portion of this update, and from the other side of this angle where the actual elephant viewing experience is, you can actually get a really good look at what this building looks like from the front, as they have removed all of these walls that you can kind of see behind me. But the building itself is really done, and you can kind of see where you're going to be able to dine, where you're going to be able to hang out as the elephants are doing their thing in the habitat and for your overall experience. But it's really cool how now, at this point where I'm standing, you can actually see into this attraction and basically get an idea of what you're going to be seeing as you traverse this new experience. Another thing I've noticed in this area is that they've started to paint the brick structure that they were building last month. I'm unsure of what this is going to be. It could be restrooms, and I thought about that looking at it from the other angle, as there seems to be a through point in one of those buildings. We are now over here at the Safari Walk Bridge that takes you over to Tiger Trail. And I do want to just point out that they are working on a couple of things with the path. They did add this new tree arch that kind of was bent over the path, assumingly, by the elephants that you're about to go see. Of course, not literally, this would be for the thematics and story of the exhibition. But one big detail that I've noticed is that they've put up these walls next to what I assume is going to be a little rest stop education venue. And these, I am speculating, are going to be the commemorative plaques for this attraction. The majority of the attractions here at the Safari Park have these commemorative plaques, and they are for acknowledging all of the donors and the individuals who are mainly responsible for funding this project. So for Elephant Valley, I expect that to be a pretty lengthy list. So right now there's 2 walls. I do expect more to pop up, but they will be kind of staggered throughout the attraction. And even then, you'll also have some little ones along the trail, similar to what you see at Tiger Trail and Walkabout Australia. That's going to do it for today. If you had fun on this journey, please hit the like button. And if you would like to embark on future adventures, please consider subscribing and ringing that notification bell. And until next time, I hope to see you all again on the next adventure on RJB Wildlife.